Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, September 18th. Looking at the impact map, we are looking at showers coming from subtropical moisture out of Southern California into the higher terrain of far southern Nevada late today. This moisture expands northwards as we go Friday and into Saturday, also eastwards. Wetting rains, wouldn't say heavy, but light to locally moderate rains on top of fuels that already are marginally critical at best across some of the southern and central regions, and this moistening pattern again continues into the weekend. Satellite imagery shows that moisture coming out of Southern California, clouds already into southern and even central Nevada, and that precipitation will be heading our way, at least for the southern half of the region. No lightning or significant precipitation, very little in the way of new fire activity. Precipitation has been bone dry across southern areas for the past 7 days. We had some moderate precipitation up north. You can see over the 2 week period there was some very good precipitation in our far southern areas. So over the course of the past 2 weeks, everyone has gotten wetting rains, in some cases rains of a ½ inch to an inch. That's in a number on our fuels, although the ERCs have dried out a little bit, especially down in the Arizona Strip, starting to come up a little bit. Otherwise, most areas are at benign 50% or lower levels. The 100-hour fuels tell a little bit of a different story. They had more of a response over the past 7 to 10 days of drying across our southern and even central areas. This dark gold, 100-hour fuels in the upper single digits. And a lot of these areas are areas where the sagebrush is still at critical levels below 100% fuel moisture. So that's something to keep in mind. But one of the reasons things have quieted down over the past 3 weeks, lots of moisture, both precipitation, also higher humidity, has resulted in this is a flash drought index called the evaporative demand drought index. These bluer values are actually areas that have moistened considerably. The orange to reds are areas that are in that higher level short-term drought. We are in short-term moistening across most of the Great Basin, and we'll get more of that today. And here's the upper level map here on the left. You see that subtropical moisture from that old Pacific tropical storm now pushing into far southern Nevada by late today. Still drier air under high pressure further north. Our PSAs, a lot of them have dried out into the yellow category, very similar to the 100-hour fuel chart through there. But that will be changing because the minimum humidity, even down in Vegas, it's been near 9 or 10% the last few days. Now today it's going to be 25%, but the driest air gets pushed a little bit further north and west. Not much large-scale wind, but you notice this purple here. There is some dust storm potential with gust fronts ahead of this moisture, where winds for about maybe 1 or 2 hours could gust upwards of 40 to 50 miles an hour. So that'll be a concern in parts of southern Nevada. It could be even coming in off the Sierra front later today. Now for tomorrow, that moisture pushes up into northern Nevada and even a good portion of Utah as well, maybe even southern Idaho. More PSAs with that moisture and higher humidity go into the green, yellow donut hole seen here across parts of Nevada and Utah. You see the humidity. Minimum humidities are having a tough time getting below 30% across much of Nevada and southern Utah. Driest air will be near 20% in southern Idaho. Not much large-scale winds, but a lot of outflow boundaries from where the model predicts thunderstorms will be occurring during the afternoon. This moisture drifts further north and eastwards as we go into the first part of the weekend. Drier air pushing in from the south and west. At this point, moisture will cover most of the area, so everyone is in the green. On Saturday, the humidity very high around the clock. Minimum humidity having a tough time getting below 30%. Nighttime humidity above 80%. So a lot of moistening going on. Not much in the way of wind. 3-day precipitation totals, not heavy, but light to locally moderate. These darker greens are 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 inch. And it also covers, the aerial extent is pretty large, covers a large area. And even areas that don't see precipitation are going to see a very strong increase in humidity. So going to Sunday, we see a front coming across northern areas. So there could be some showers across parts of Idaho and Wyoming. Some lightning as well, drier conditions further south. And we see a strong drying trend as high pressure builds in Monday and Tuesday. Low pressure moving into the central California area. Most of its moisture stays to the west of our area and gets shifted further north. So maybe Idaho sees some clouds or a light shower. but otherwise mostly drying out as we go through the next couple of days. 7-day precipitation totals through here, and the 8 to 14 day shows cooler than normal conditions across the eastern half of the Great Basin, warmer than normal vice versa. Western areas will see cooler conditions, warmer conditions to the east, but the significant note in the 8 to 14 day is this above normal precipitation signal, especially in the western and northern areas, continuing our downward spiral of the 2025 fire season for the Great Basin. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.